So, Trisha, we are about to find ourselves back in the cemetery.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like we've been in cemeteries a lot lately.
It does. And
For somebody who does not
exactly.
like
That's
cemeteries.
exactly what I was going to say.
I have been spending a lot of time in the cemetery.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And it's, we've past few years have been kind of rough on the family.
Yeah.
So we've had to be there a few times, but there's been even more times when we didn't necessarily have to be there, but
we were there.
We were.
Yeah.
So it's kind of been crazy.
Yeah, but this time's going to be different.
Yeah, but the good thing about going back to the cemetery going to the cemetery however much it's been, is that we've noticed a few things about cemeteries that's probably something we can impact.
I agree.
Yeah. And I think that's what we're going to talk about today.
That sounds good.
All right, let's get started. Yeah, so we've been spending a lot of time in cemeteries, and so one of the things that we've noticed is that the headstones for some of our family members is not in the best condition.
Correct.
Which is typical of a lot of headstones that's been out in the elements for a really long time. Mm-hmm. And especially in a place like Arkansas, that experiences all seasons, all the time, up and down drastically. Mm-hmm.
And we get a lot of rain.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna spend some time cleaning headstones.
Yes, we are.
It's still odd to me that you want to do this.
I was gonna say, I must admit, if you had asked me 3 years ago, if I thought this was something I would be doing, I would have given you a very loud no.
No, I already know. I wouldn't have even asked because I know that's not your thing.
No, it's not.
It's not my thing either, but I don't mind it.
I have evolved. As long as I'm with someone, I'm okay.
I remember that time we went to Chicago or right outside Chicago and found some of your family members. And
you found some of them?
Well, I did find them, but
we did a podcast about it.
We did. But I remember you staying right next to the car until I found it.
I helped for a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
I did. I helped for a little bit. And then I went back to the car.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to go clean some headstones. A lot of them are, not a lot of them, but some of them are pretty bad.
Yeah. Some of them have been there since the 80s. And as far as I know, they've never been cleaned. And you have to also remember that the grass there is mowed on a regular basis, and grass gets, piled up on top of it when, you mow it and you don't, I guess, blow the clippings off. So that also causes some
because
dirt.
Those ones are flat on the ground. So even more of an opportunity for grass to get collected. Now, they do pretty good at the cemetery where your family is in Newport of mowing and doing grass clippings. But you can't, get every single piece of dirt and grass and stuff. And then if the wind is blowing, that's an issue. So,
yeah. So, in all of that, the elements, grass, clippings, rain, there's a lot of trees out there, birds. So, after, 30 plus years, it's time for, a little TLC.
Yeah. And then on my part of the family, this is the part of the family that I just found. The ones that I've been driving by this city
for 20 years.
For more than that, for almost 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
And never knowing they were there. And so they've recently been found, and most of these are upright headstones, but they're still filthy.
Yeah.
The oldest one is been there since the 40s.
Right,
To
45,
1945.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he died the same day or same year my dad was born. So it's been there a while, and it's not white. It's not white anymore. And then he had a child that died in infancy. Still don't know anything about that yet, but it's still on my things to research. But it's a little one. It's an upright, but it's really little, and it's filthy too because it's just dirt and mud. There's no grass around it. So it's underneath a tree too.
Yeah,
so
I was saying it's a tree.
That does not help at all.
Right.
So we're going to stop by there and clean there too.
One thing I do want to mention is we are able to go to these cemeteries because they are public cemeteries. If, your ancestors are at a private cemetery or a military cemetery, of course you can't do any cleaning at a military cemetery. But if it's a private cemetery, you just need to touch base with the actual caretaker of that cemetery, let them know what you want to do, and they would have to okay it.
Yeah, that's a good call out because some of these are private. The land is private owned.
Right.
And so a lot of people don't know that either. They just think the cemetery is there and they can just do whatever they want. But
right.
That's
but no,
not the case.
Typically, if a cemetery has an office, it's a private cemetery. And if it has an office, you need to go and touch base with them and let them know your intentions, the chemicals or the cleaning that you're going to be doing. They may have some that they suggest that you use, and they may not mind you using it, but you just need to touch base with them and let them know what's going on, and they will direct you in the way that you need to go for that cemetery.
Yeah, so Trisha built a cemetery cleaning kit. Let's talk about a few of the things that you have as a part of your kit.
Well, you have the typical water for where we're going. There's not any water there. There's not a faucet. There's not anything. So we will have to provide our own water to rinse what we clean. So water, spray bottles, soft bristle brushes.
That's important.
It's important to know that they need to be soft, nothing harsh, nothing hard, nothing metal needs to go on the headstone because, more than likely it's probably marble or granite or something like that, which is strong, but you don't want to scratch it. You don't want to interfere with the pores that are naturally there. So you want to make sure that you're not doing any damage to the stone while you're cleaning it.
Yeah, and the stone could already be damaged and you're just adding damage on top of that. So you definitely want to make sure that it's, in a pretty good shape in the sturdiness, I guess.
Yeah, especially if it's a upright stone. You want to make sure it's not.
Yeah, because you don't want to put your hand on it. You start cleaning and that thing falls over.
Yeah, you don't want to make sure it's, sturdy. It's not wobbly or anything like that. So you want to test it out to make sure that it's going to be able to withstand a little bit of light scrubbing.
Yeah.
Also, for me, I decided that I wanted to get one of those gardening pads. They're kind of like rectangle shaped and they're kind of cushiony, and people use them when they garden. Because
to kneel on.
Yeah. Because I know the ones that I and in my family are the flat ones. So I'm going to have to be on my knees to get down there. And the ground could be wet. It's going to be hard. I'm not young anymore. So I want to make sure I'm going to be able to somewhat be able to get up on my own. So I got one of those. I have a little pruning kit. Just to make sure I can go around the actual flat headstones to make sure that it's no weeds or anything like that. So the next time that they come out and mow, which will probably be in the spring, I'm guessing, but it'll be cleared. The edges of it'll be cleared out, and I'll be able to scrub the sides of the headstone as well.
Yeah. So that's just a few of the things that we're gonna have in our kit. We are going to shoot video while we're out there cleaning. and we'll go more in detail about the things that we have in our kit and exactly how we used it. Give you some tips and some advice on what to do, some resources if we have any. And we'll put it on our YouTube channel. So if you aren't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go over and do that and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post the YouTube video.
Yep, Journey Through the Generations on YouTube.
Yep, so looking forward to that.
I just think that it's important for me. I do family history, so obviously my family is important to me, and it's not just the family that is still here with me. And that means that, you know, wherever they are, that cemetery, I want it to look nice. I want it to, of course, I want to pay my respects, but I also want to make sure that, you know, it is, you know, nice. So this is just part of it for me.
Yeah, that's important. So, all right, guys, we appreciate you guys for listening. All of our social media information is down in the description of this box or this episode. If you, like I said, if you aren't subscribed to our channel on YouTube, go do that and share our information with a family member or friend or someone you know who's interested in family research and genealogy.
And if you have cleaned headstones, let us know what's in your kit.
Absolutely. So, all right, we'll talk to y'all later.
Thanks,
y'all
guys.
take it easy. Keep researching. Peace.